What if GTA is shit? Let's see what it's about. It's a really interesting video, chat. Because like this is like this. First of all, they spend like thousands of money in this game. First of all, so like they'll set like a precedent. Whatever happens, this game is gonna set a precedent. And also like the realistic graphics. Like people don't even care about it. Well, let's play the video.
Occasionally, I come across a ridiculous comment saying something like, "Rockstar has gone downhill since Dan Houser left. GTA 6 is gonna flop," or "the game is gonna be woke." There's just zero.
Oh yeah, the
chance
wokeness
this
because like
happens. But
yeah.
let's just imagine for a second.
I can't remember
that
why
it
people
does.
saying it was woke
What
because I
would
forgot.
happen if GTA
Chat. Oh my god, I can't wait to get GTA 6, chat. Oh my, what was
But
that?
let's just imagine for a second that it does. What
Chat. Chat. Oh my god, chat. I can't wait.
would happen if GTA 6 launches and it's
the biggest piece of dog shit.
before we can
Yeah, what
place
if people
our
like?
guesses
What if
on
people like the people playing like I just think it's trash and then no one like buys it anymore? I don't think it would happen, but yeah.
It's important that we understand just how
The
much
pricing
is
could
riding on
affect
this
that
game
though.
being a
And
success.
also,
Obviously,
I
no
think
matter
what
how
would
bad
affect it would be the hype, the crazy amount of hype this game has, and the pricing because they were saying like $100 or that was like rumored or something. Yeah, so I think those two things will greatly impact the view people will have on this game.
the game could ever be when it launches because of brand power.
I can't wait
it's
for
still
this
gonna
game.
sell like
Can't wait for
crazy
this game.
initially. And that's just down to the amount of anticipation and reputation that has been built on
The
Rockstar in
glaze.
the Grand Theft Auto series. But if GTA 6 launches and players discover that the game is a buggy mess,
Is
Oh,
this game worth it? Does that answer your question?
the story is weak, half the assets are made with AI, it runs at 20 frames per second, and the game is,
Oof.
dare I say it, woke, the uproar from the community will be insane. This would probably be the biggest shock.
ah yes, the
uproar
Filipino strip club chat. Yeah, nah, chat. This strip club game. Ah,
community will
that's
be
not
insane.
relevant though.
This would probably be the biggest shock in gaming history. Like I said before, Rockstar have built themselves a good reputation when it comes to the level of quality they deliver in new titles. Unfortunately, the same can't be said about their re-releases. But the point is, we're at the point now where everyone expects Rockstar to go above and beyond anything like we've seen before. And they know this too, which is partly why GTA 6 keeps getting delayed. There's a reason Red Dead Redemption 2, a game released back in 2018, is still looked back on as one of the best story games we've ever seen.
Okay, but there's
These
still a
were
bug. There's still some bugs in this game, by the way. Red Dead 2 to this day, there's still some bugs.
decisions that were made lightly, but they were worth it for the final product we got. So yeah,
I
it's
mean, there will
fair to
always be
say
bugs in a
GTA
game. You can't be
6
perfect, but
releases
like,
in a
yeah.
state that's similar to how Cyberpunk or Mind's Eye released, the boycott will be absolutely insane. Players will be taking to social media, venting
Oh
their
my,
anger,
wait, hold on.
insane. Players will be taking to social
Hold on, chat. Oh my god, this game.
media, venting their anger and disappointment for the game. All these delays we had to suffer through for a game that runs like shit. I got more enjoyment watching.
Yeah, I
the
think,
trailers than playing
yeah,
the
there has to
game.
be something like that. Like you were saying, a terrible storyline, chat. A terrible storyline will also affect it. I mean, most people are not even really caring about the storyline. But I mean, Franklin, people and Michael and Trevor, those people, those are names that will live fast forever. Everyone will remember Franklin, Trevor, and Michael. But yeah, but I don't think people are going to be playing Grand Theft Auto 6 for the. They're gonna be playing for the bunch. They're gonna be playing for the bunch. The crazy jiggle physics. The crazy. That's what they're going one of the main reasons. Not the story. Some will be important, but I can tell you.
Big YouTubers and game reviewers will only make it worse with their thoughts and reviews as well. IGN would still somehow give it a 7 out of 10 or some bullshit. But all the reviewers that have a spine will give it the 1 or 2 that it might deserve.
What the fuck is this fucking shitty ass game?
And this would absolutely kill the hype for the game. PlayStation and Xbox will be getting hounded to issue out refunds, and they'll have to comply with how many people will be demanding this. As for the physical game stores, you might think, nah, they'll be fine. No one buys physical games anymore. I don't
Oh
think
my! Oh, Chad, I'm gonna need some.
that's the case.
Oh
I would
my,
100%
what?
buy the physical game. In fact, recently in New Zealand,
Oh yeah, they
what was our most
postponed the
popular
physical game copies. They were saying something like that. There was a rumor.
Games store, EB Games, had a closing down sale. All across the country, the lines into these stores were absolutely ridiculous, and our population is nothing like you guys over in the US. And if the lines were this crazy for some discounted retro games, I can't even imagine what they'd be like for GTA 6. I don't know about you guys, but there's just something special about holding the game in your hand. People still
Yes, it-
cherish this experience.
I don't know.
And if there's bonus physical items for pre-ordering or buying the collector's edition, you best believe a lot more people will buy physical copies. So physical retailers will have an absolute nightmare with massive lines of angry customers wanting to refund their copy of GTA 6. Imagine you've got one line of people waiting to get their pre-ordered copy of GTA 6, and then there's a new line forming of people
Who
that
are the
were first
retarded?
before, and now they're in line to refund their game. But that's only if the game does come out on disc at launch as well, because reports are saying that might not be the case. If you're not sure what I'm talking about here, I made a video about this as well, so you can watch that if you want. It'll be all over the news as well. Instead of reporting on how the new GTA game is bad and parents shouldn't buy it for their kids, they wouldn't even have to. The news will just be having a field day going through all the sales numbers of the game, exposing every embarrassing metric of the game's performance as they can. This again will have a compounding effect on the game's poor reception. Those skeptics who are going to wait to see the reviews and reports before buying the game, they'd now feel very reassured in their decision of not buying
Yeah, I'm a
the
day
game.
one
And then they'd be
GTA
all over
data.
Twitter spamming the classic "I told you so." Us GTA YouTubers would not be happy either. The game that was meant to be our big break would now be dead in the water.
Oh my god.
Oh, Chad, I'm gonna have to save up a lot of money to buy a GTA 6, Chad. I also need to save a lot of money to buy like a modded like PC that can handle it. I just need to get some RAM and some space, I think. Then we can stream GTA 6, Chad. I need to save up money for that. I need to budget for that. I need to budget for that.
But there'd still be some of us that would find a way to
On launch.
capitalize off the game.
I'll try to do on launch. I don't know if I have money for on launch, but yeah.
Episode 1, or I forced myself to complete the GTA 6 story. I
I'll
now
try
have
to do on
depression.
launch. I'll try to
But
do
what
on
about Rockstar and their parent company Take-Two Interactive? This is gonna hit them the hardest out of anyone. Just think about how much money and time. they
Oh
poured
my
into
god,
making
what is
this
like
game.
10 years, I think. I think this game has been in production for like 10 plus years or something. Let me think. 20. Yeah, like 10 plus years, I would say.
Debates whether it's 1 billion or 2 billion that's been spent on developing GTA 6. And even if we go with that lower figure of 1 billion, that's almost 4 times as much as
1
what it ended
billion,
up
yeah, I just
costing
gotta say
to
that,
develop
like-
GTA 5 at 265 million. And at 2 billion, that's more than it costs to make any other media product, or even build the Burj Khalifa.
What?
Despite all those
Jeez, no
numbers,
way.
GTA
No
6
freaking
being
way.
a bad game probably wouldn't destroy Rockstar or Take-Two completely. It would be severe, but not fatal. Take-Two stock would likely drop by 20 to 40% in the short term.
I don't think there's going to be like a GTA 7, chat. I'm gonna be honest with you. I think this might be the last GTA game. I honestly think this is gonna be the last GTA game. And
this
I also
would
think
kill
Elder
the
Scrolls 6 will be the last Elder Scrolls game, I think. I honestly think
earnings
so.
forecast, especially if the online mode was
Because of
also
how
a
long it's
flop.
going to
Because
take.
after all, investments are made with the expectation that the company's earnings will increase over time. So if the online mode is also poos, that means less people buying shark cards, and that's what Rockstar is banking on bringing in those long-term earnings. This would likely result in the online mode being removed until the game is in much more of a polished state. Current shareholders will not be happy at all, and it wouldn't be surprising if Take-Two received lawsuits from their shareholders, especially if there were signs of cracks earlier in the game's development being hidden from them. So if we're going to have a boring but realistic answer, Rockstar and Take-Two would not go bankrupt, but Rockstar would lose an asset even more valuable than money.
Trust.
That's right. If you've ever heard the saying that it's incredibly hard to build a good reputation but so easy to destroy one, well, that
That's the
couldn't be
problem with
more
also with
accurate.
online games, chat, is because now with us selling games online, you find a lot of stuff where the games get released bargain, games released early access. But before, when we had physical copies, there was no buggy releases, there was no early access, none of that trash, chat. And I don't know. Like you think it's kind of even normal now? I say normalize to release, to say, the game just got released this year, or like this, it's like today, this week. Obviously, there's gonna be some bugs. It just got released. No, should be 0 bugs on release, chat. the fact that it's kind of like understandable now that people saying it's understandable that the game got released and it got bugs, it's fine. It got bugs, not a problem. Like, not that's
for
crazy.
Rockstar in a case like this. Think about it. Game after game, instead of talking up a big game, Rockstar proved why they're the best with their games being absolute bangers. Red Dead Redemption, the old GTA games, Red Dead Redemption 2, GTA 4, GTA 5, they speak for themselves. Literally decades of work proving they are the top dogs, as well as over 12 years having to wait for the next title into the GTA family. All of this hard work and social proof of exceptional quality go out the window in an instant. This means that with future games they might release,
Then
they
you have
won't
to
be able
release Red Dead 3 chat
go silent
to
for a year
soften
or
the
two
blow
after
there.
announcing their next game and still have insane levels of excitement and hype from their target audience. They would have to prove their worth once again because they've betrayed their audience's trust. Delaying their future titles in favour of extra polish will no longer be something they can easily get away with. As for the internal consequences for Rockstar, they'd definitely be looking at shake-ups to management. Sam Houser would probably call it a day and leave Rockstar, and senior leadership would be under massive pressure. Think internal reviews, studio restructuring, and a lot of laying off staff. No matter who gets replaced for what positions, with both Dan and now Sam Houser out of the company they created, this would ruin their reputation even further. Take-Two would be much more strict with
What?
Rockstar.
They
no
don't
more
even know
letting
what
them
Take
do
Two
their
is,
thing.
chat. This is the first time I'm even hearing about Take Two.
They turn into that
And what games does Rockstar even make except for Red Dead and GTA? Now I'm thinking about it. Those are the only games I know they make. And I think like a skating game or something.
Massive team dedicated to fixing the game as much as they could. Think rapid patches, public apologies, and plenty of in-game bonuses like money payouts to our GTA Online accounts. When Online did eventually come out in a finished state, Rockstar would be in full damage control mode. And this is where Rockstar is at absolute rock bottom. All they can do is try and rebuild their image despite all
From
of
the
damage
stars
being
to
done
the
already.
ground,
They've
chat.
been backed into
Rockstar will be from the stars to the ground if this thing
a
fails.
corner, and all they can do is try to claw their way out of it.
The
Just
redemption
like
arc.
Cyberpunk,
Okay, let's
if
see.
Rockstar handled it properly, they'd be working tirelessly for the next 6 to 12 months, updating the game to bring it to the level of quality we expected at launch, and go even beyond that to make it up to us. First off, they'd be publicly apologizing and referring us to a link for refunds. That's how you know the game is bad. But they'd also assure us that they won't rest until the game has reached the level of quality we deserve and expected. They'd focus on listening to their community, trying to bring
But
them
yes,
what they
this is the
wanted
thing
into
though,
GTA
Chad.
6,
He's
and
talking about bugs. What happens if the game just actually sucks? Like, it actually just sucks. Not even like bugs, like story-wise it just sucks. Graphics-wise it just sucks. FPS and like performance optimization it just sucks. Whatever it just sucks like that, Chad. And not bugs, like just in general, just the vibe of the game, the feeling of the vibe. What if that just sucks? Not, no, like what? You can't fix the game, like
this rebuild phase. Think new DLCs like map expansions and
if
story
it's
mode
empty, if it
DLCs
feels
they didn't
empty,
even
feels
have planned
manufactured,
when the
feels
game
fake.
launched. Slowly but surely they would start to win back some fans for the improved state of the game. It would be a forgive
he's
but
talking
not
about
forget
bugs there,
situation.
Chad.
Players would be happy they could finally play the game in a respectable state, but it would still leave a sour taste in our mouths with how much hype the game has lost and our expectations not being met at launch.
I mean, it's alright, like.
I've said it before, but with Cyberpunk, if it had been released in a better state with a positive reception, I probably would have bought it and played it within its first couple of weeks of launch. But because it was released in such a bad state,
Chad,
with
we should
very
get
poor
Cyberpunk,
reception,
shouldn't we?
I still, even to this day, haven't played through it, even though it's much
I haven't
better
even
now,
bought it
because
yet,
for
Chad.
me, the hype is dead, and I don't really care enough to play it now. So I imagine there'll be a lot of people out there that would have the same mindset for GTA 6 if it followed in the same footsteps as Cyberpunk. Even if GTA 6 had been improved to a much better state after a year, a lot of people would be over it. The hype would be placed on other upcoming and new
With The
games.
Witcher, Elder
Ultimately,
Scrolls 6,
Rockstar
we've been
could
waiting for
never
that
grow the
forever.
game to be as successful as if it had launched in the polished state it should have. And even worse, their reputation would likely never return to the high level it was before GTA
But
6.
Chad, I don't even know what they're
Previous
gonna do after
games from
GTA 6, by the way.
They would be even
So like,
more
let's say GTA 6 flops, Chad. Let's say GTA 6, what is Rockstar Studios gonna be doing, Chad? Like, they have like no other games. I don't know. I didn't play Red Dead 2, so I don't know if like there's gonna be like a Red Dead 3. But if there isn't, and Rockstar, and I think GTA 6 will be the last GTA. I don't know, Chad. I don't know.
Which is at least the one
Let's think
silver
of something
lining
new.
for Rockstar.
And that's not something I have to
Players
think about actually. I have to start like a new, new series. We need some more.
that didn't have their expectations met in GTA
New
6
GTA,
would naturally
but not
fall back
GTA.
to games like GTA
You know what I mean?
5
Not on the
and
game,
Red
it's just
Redemption
GTA.
2 to fill that void, and it would promote that strong feeling of nostalgia. We'd be thinking back to those good old days of when GTA 5 and GTA Online, Red Dead Redemption 2 launched, and just how jaw-dropping those games were when they launched. We'd be saying back in the days when Rockstar made good games, it'd basically be like the state of Call of Duty now, with how those older titles were just peak, and now modern has gone to shit. But what about gaming as a whole? With how big the GTA series is, other game studios have come to learn not to get in the way of GTA 6. Got a game ready to release in the same month as one from Rockstar? Yeah, nah, let's speed things up a bit and bring the game out 2 months before that. Rockstar doesn't just have this much power over other game studios' release windows, they also have a massive influence on the quality of the games from other game studios. These companies know that Rockstar is at the top of the food chain when it comes to games. This is what forces those game studios to be competitive and strive for doing better than their best. That's the only way they could
Yeah,
try to
he's
have a
right, he's
fraction
right,
of
he's
the
right, he's
success
actually right, yeah.
Rockstar has with a new game launch. But all of that will change if GTA 6 flops. Game studios will no longer make way for the king because the king has been dethroned. They will get lazy, use AI to finish off their games.
Can a robot write a symphony? Can a robot turn a canvas into a beautiful masterpiece?
Can you?
And
Yeah, that's funny, chat. The Activision AI stuff.
they'll still do well because the competition.
I don't have a problem with AI in games. I don't have a problem with AI games. With AI in code, AI in character design. I would say a problem is AI art just looks bad, honestly. That's the problem with AI art. It just looks bad.
So it wouldn't just be a loss for Rockstar.
But
and
sometimes
Take-Two.
it can look good,
We
I
as
think.
gamers and consumers would also suffer.
It's like
from
that's the
the
thing. You can't see. Listen, okay. You can't be against AI. You have to work with it, chat. You can't let it take control of you. It does everything, but you can't like not work without it as well, chat. You have to be together. That's the thing. Half and half. I would say it does stuff, and then you finish up, but it does, chat. That's what I think. I don't think AI will never be the final product.
increasing
AI is like the
quality in
starting.
other new games. But all this
Introduction.
poses one big question. Would Rockstar end it there for the GTA
I think it's
series?
ending
Would
it
they
here
want to
already
just
in
cut their
general.
losses and move on to something new that
There's no
doesn't
GTA
carry
7,
so
I
much
can tell you
weight
that.
with its name? Or would they worry about the legacy they've left behind on a series that was so beloved by fans that then ended in a dumpster fire? I honestly don't know. If I had to guess though, I'd say they'd want to redeem themselves and make one more GTA. End the series on a good note and leave a legacy behind that reflects the series in a positive way, rather than one that will always haunt their brand for the rest of time.
Like I was thinking, and you were saying, what if GTA is ass? Like Saints Row, chat. What if it's trash? Like just like Saints Row was trash, like with the plot and like all that kind of stuff. Not bugs or anything like that, chat.
And the only way they could pull this off is if they didn't announce it at all and just shadow dropped it. Maybe just a simple post on their socials saying, "We've learnt from our mistakes, see for yourself with GTA 7, the game we've been working on since our biggest mistake, that was GTA 6. Play it for yourself and see what you think. We hope you feel the same way." And maybe instead of using the oven, they'd use the slow cooker and spend 20 years if they needed to making this game, but they would never announce it ahead of release. Announcing it ahead of time would not bode well for them, I reckon. They'd know that they've tanked their reputation, and no matter how good their trailers might look, the public will respond with "fool me once, shame on you." Well, I'll believe it when I see it. Because imagine if they shadow dropped GTA 7 out of nowhere and it was a banger. It would go down as one of the greatest comebacks in gaming history. Everyone would have thought the series was done and it failed. Then there'd be an absolute disbelief when it launches and it's a straight 10. What do you guys think though? If GTA 6 was garbage, would that be the last one, or would they take one last swing and hope for a home run? Obviously, like I said at the start, GTA 6
I think it'll be the
will
last
not
one. I think
fail.
that's
There's
the
just
stakeholders, the
0%
shareholders
chance
be
we'll
like,
screw it up, man.
nah,
I
you
don't care
screwed
what
up, you're
anyone
done.
says. But I just thought it'd be an interesting idea to think about and explore what would happen if the game was poos. So hopefully you guys also found it interesting. If so, leave a like so I know.
Yeah, leave a
And
like, leave a
to the channel for
subscribe,
more
everything,
GTA
all that
6
kind of stuff to this guy.
content and
What's his
GTA
name? His name
nostalgia
is
videos. Thank you so much for watching.
Bobby
and I'll
Board
see
or
you in the
something like
next
that,
one.
chat.
Take care.
Bobby, yeah, Bobby Board. Good video, double video. Made us think, made us all that kind of stuff.